What's up people, welcome to the tutorial on Android's 9 patch, and we'll be working with this image today, and I'll be showing you how 9 patch is useful. And yeah, so let's just get started. Now I have a project set up here, and I'll just go ahead and in my drawable HDPI folder I am gonna make a copy of this image, right? Alright, and I'm gonna take this image and put it in my drawable HDPI folder and basically copy the files. Alright, okay, yeah, definitely you don't want this underscore or anything. I want to change this just to, let's say, some background. Make sure it's all lowercase, but I'm not here to tell that. Anyways, just a quick tip. So let's go ahead and drag it inside there into my drawable HDPI folder, and it's done. There you go. I'm gonna delete this. Okay, and I have a background.png right there. And I'm gonna go into main.xml and I'm gonna set the background. So there it goes. Android drawable slash background. Alright, so when I go into graphical layout, you see it doesn't look fine as it was supposed to look, because it's perfect here and through all the dimensions. It's not stretched anyways, and Android phones range from a 2.7-inch QVGA screen to 10.1-inch HD display. So you cannot make different image sizes for all of them, so there's where draw9patch comes in. So, where to find draw9patch? Go to your computer, localhost C, or wherever you've installed your Android SDK. Inside Android SDK, there will be a folder called Tools, and there is draw9patch.bat in Windows. You just need to double-click it to launch it. If you're on a Mac, you need to run it through Terminal Emulator. You might want to Google it just once. Alright, I close it. There we go. This is our draw9 patch, and that's what we're going to use. To use draw9 patch, what you do basically is drag a picture you want to use it. Alright, so this is our draw9 patch window right here, and we'll be working here. As you can see, this bigger window here shows your picture. We'll just remove the show lock right from here, and on the right side you're going to see how it looks like when it's stretched in the Y direction and how it's gonna look when it's stretched in the X direction. So we're gonna change that. The basic stuff behind draw9 patch is selecting the area which you want to stretch. So basically in this image I can stretch these areas without any problem, because if I stretch this, the whole image will look pretty distorted. So that's what you're gonna do. So let's just zoom in a bit, not that much. It provides you a 1 pixel margin above which you can select. So just go ahead and click on Show Patches. Alright, now the pink patches means this whole area will be stretched, but I don't want that. So just click on there. It's definitely pretty difficult to do. It's not the best tool out there, definitely, and it needs a lot of patience to actually drag your mouse. Don't miss anything. Just right click and left click and drag your mouse all the way from the corner to the point where you don't want to stretch things. There you go. Alright, now this same thing you want to do from right here. So if you select the area, just right click it and it will be erased. So I'm gonna get it done like that. Once you're done in the vertical direction, you need not select it in the horizontal direction. So use a similar trick. Just select where you want, what area you want to stretch, and drag it down here. There you go. I have finished selecting the areas. So one more at the top, because we want that to stretch too. So do the similar thing there too. Just keep your mouse and start dragging below. There you go. And if you want mistake select that area, just go ahead and I'll delete 1 pixel by just right clicking there, and it must be gone. There you go. Now What this tells us? This tells us that this area will be stretched. This whole area will be stretched except this area. Everything else will be stretched. And now if you look at the right side, you're going to see how it is stretched in the Y direction. This thing is intact. There's no distortion here, but in the background, that doesn't matter much. In the X direction, there you go, similar. Now, once you've finished drawing 9-patch on your image, click on File and click on Save 9-patch. This will ask you, let's save it to desktop and call it, as you'll be putting it into your Android project, you want to name it something all with small letters. Let's call it splash background, anything, okay. Hit save and this will be saved on our desktop, and we can close it now. So there is our splash background. Notice the extension is .9.png. Now what I'll do is I will drag the same thing into our drawable HDPI folder. There you go. I'll copy the files. There is our splash background.9.png. Background without .9, without draw9patch. And if I go to landscape, you see it's all stretched. If I go to 5.1 inch WVGA, it still doesn't look right. So that's where draw9patch comes in. Let's go ahead, and sometimes it just won't show there. So for those, this is not showing there. Just go ahead and click project and clean, and this will show up right there if it's not showing for you. Let's go ahead and select splash background. You don't need to give the extension right there because it will be all fine. And now you see it looks the way it should, right? Even if I go to portrait mode or I go to a 7-inch WSVGA tablet mode, it looks absolutely the way it should look, right? Even if I go to a 2.7 inch, let's say 2.7 inch QVGA, it looks perfect. So that's how draw9patch really makes developers' life easier. So thank you for watching, guys. See you in the next video. Goodbye.